How y'all fucking doing, chat? How y'all feeling, chat? Fuck y'all niggas on, man. What we doing, chat? My bad, I'm trying to be louder than the fucking song because I'm gonna get copyrighted if I don't fucking hurry up and get past that. How y'all feeling, though? Like, comment, and subscribe if you are here. If you are here, like, comment, and subscribe if you are here with me. Like, comment, and subscribe anyways. But anyways.
Folks, it does not get any bigger than this. NBA Finals Game 5. We've watched these two battle it out. Now 2 games apiece. Essentially a 3-game series. 2 of the next 3 to win the World Championship. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Reza Shea in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers. Take a look at the Hawks. Everyone wants to see how they're going to respond to this challenge, Greg. Game 5 on the road, NBA championship on the line.
And, you know, I think it's going to be key for them to just block out all the noise. You don't focus on what's being said or written about you. You just focus on the present moment because that's all you can control.
Terrific advice for these players. Pass to Reza Shea. It's tipped, and he recovers it. The kick out to Young. Reza Shea with it. Just 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Daniels from outside. A-Train pulls it in. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Atlanta with the rebound. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
They're so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
Well, you want to respond in kind, but that last game was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. They ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To Young.
Drawing the foul down low. Trae Young earning that trip to the line.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And so Young nails them both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line. And when he's on, he can be lights out.
And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Johnson outside. Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Here's Reza Shea. The Hawks again can't hit.
Bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
It's stolen by Johnson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Pick off in midair. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's A-Train. Takes it inside. Oh, he misses the dunk. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive. Hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And the Hawks making a change here. Fleming's checked in. It's his first trip to the line. And he's good on the second. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Bone. Pass to Clutch. 6 to shoot. Here's A-Train. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. Max Strus is checked in for the Hawks. And so he makes both from the line. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And here's Young. Riza in the corner. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
And Trey knows he's going to get all the attention, does a good job of finding the open man.
Here's A-Train. Takes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now Young. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Okongwu. And no good. His first shot of the night. Missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And that one misses for the Hawks. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Jalen Johnson subbed in for Trey Young.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
Johnson, the pass to Strus. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Johnson. Here's Fleming. It's deflected. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's A-Train with the drive. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Johnson, a wide open look. Good on the triple. Johnson's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Hawks.
And this is why the coaching staff just continues to encourage Jalen Johnson. Dynamite off the catch.
Get that out of here. Tipped away. Riza wide open. Off target with his 3. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Hawks on top, leading by 6. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Hawks?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Drops in the tray. He's got 5.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And for Atlanta, Wallace is out there with Max Strus. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Fleming. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the shot goes in. Fleming's got his first basket.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Here's A-Train. Johnson with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And there's the call on A-Train. That's his first foul. The Hawks making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. They swipe it. Here's Clutch. Nothing on the board. Bone passes to A-Train. Here's Clutch from downtown. And Fleming pulls it down.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Strus finds Johnson. A three-pointer is right on.
Chat. Look at me. I'm lethal shooter right now. Look when I switch.
Johnson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
You got to expect Johnson to take his shots from outside when he has them.
A floater, count the basket. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
They need this. A-Train, and Fleming pulls it down.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the blooper.
Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Now here's Johnson. Here's Fleming. Stolen away. And here comes the break. Finished off the break.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. He's checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Max Strus. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Second is Trae Young.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Young against Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Here's Clutch. There's a screen. From beyond the arc and then some. Clutch has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
The Hawks again can't hit. A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. It's blocked, and they get it back. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Hawks making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. The Hawks leading by 5. Pass to Daniels. Riza with it. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Goes up on the wing. And Clutch pulls it down. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Fires for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Fleming's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Riza. Back in coming off the assist from Young. Riza-Shay's got 6.
And good recognition there from Trae. It's part of his role. He's got to find open guys.
Clutch can't hit.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Johnson comes in for Fleming. Young against Doncic. Shoots from 14. He squares up and sinks it. And now it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
Well, if you overplay Trae Young, he will go right by you. He's going to make that adjustment.
Doncic gets it to go inside.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Daniels from outside. Lakers with the rebound.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
Johnson outside. Aims the three-pointer. Johnson's got a pair of triples in the second now for Atlanta.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown. And
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch. Checking out how the Hawks. And that is it for half.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. Jalen Johnson has been sensational.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters. Just disrupting everything.
yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Rui Hachimura out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's James in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's two bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Doncic. Here he goes. Puts it in off the nasty crossover. Doncic has got his second bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Three-pointer. And it's Risacher missing. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 10-point game. On the wing, Doncic, defended by Young. And James throws it down hard.
Man, you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Timeout.
Jalen Johnson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
Daniels kicks to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Risacher. It's hauled in by Doncic.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And the dunk by James.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Okongwu with a screen on James. Young with no one around. The Hawks again can't hit. James the pass to Doncic. With some arc. Doncic converts inside.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Hawks leading by 4. Pass to Daniels. Johnson outside. And here's Daniels. He's covered by Hachimura. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Clock at 6. They get it back.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Back to Hayes. Takes a 3. Pass to Reeves. Doncic with it. Defended by Young. Hayes with the screen for Doncic. He's looking for Hayes and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Daniels passes to Okongwu. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Okongwu's now got his second bucket of the night.
And that shot was huge as they try to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead.
Hachimura with a screen on Young. Doncic passes to Hachimura, and he comes up with the deuce. Hachimura's got his first bucket in this one.
Every time he gets scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Johnson outside. Here's Daniels. He's defended by Reed. Young inside. Working on James. Shots good from Young.
Great job by Young there, not settling for a jumper and getting that ball close in.
Pass to Hachimura. And here's Hayes. Back to Hachimura. Shoots over Johnson. And it's Riziche with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now, here is Young for the three, and the three ball is good. Now it's a 7-point Hawks lead.
And the range that Young has is considerable. His three-pointer is a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Fleming comes in for Riziche. Mann's checked in for Daniel. And Strus is subbed in for Trae Young.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. .16 seconds left to play here in the third. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
If you see the time of this game, then you know what to do. Show us your rules.
11 seconds left in the third.
Let's hear it for you.
Now, here's Strus. Shoots the three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 5. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Fleming. Daniels out there with Riziche. Then it's Max Strus, and it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5. A-Train, good.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at that. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Inside, and it's blocked. 3 on 3 to tie it up. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. A-Train's got 5 points in the quarter.
So impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting.
There's a good screen. To Riziche, 2 on the clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
To the inside. And they'll get another chance. Here's Fleming. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the paint, here's Clutch. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? The Hawks trailing. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thank you, David. Will it go? Bone with the rebound.
He got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Three-pointer, Daniels. The shot that time, not on target. And here's Los Angeles. They've got an 8-0 run to the left side wing. Here's the three. It's good from long range. And the Lakers lead by 6.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And Young kicks to Johnson. The Hawks working the ball around. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Got a piece of it. Daniels with it. Now Rizachet. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson's shot is off. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Into the lane. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. That's the Rizachet. Johnson sets the screen for Rizachet. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't hit.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Young determined on that play there. The foul not keeping him from getting up the shot.
And so Young nails them both.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Here's A-Train, covered by Johnson, and stolen by Okongwu. And here's Daniels. Young outside. Pass to Okongwu. Here is Daniels. Shot clock at 5. On its way from Young for 2. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Here's Rizachet. Pass to Okongwu. Now, here is Young. Buries the triple.
You've got to be kidding me. Draws the foul and hits the shot. What a play from three-point range. Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for it.
All right, David, thank you. And that concludes our coverage.
No losing tonight. Monday will come down. Out of the house with brand new faces.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They're in survival mode. Can they escape to force a Game 7 on their home court?
Well, I'll tell you what, B.A., it won't be easy. The rowdy fans here, eager to see the confetti fall from the rafters, but it all comes down to the individuals between those lines.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Now here's Young. Tight defense on him. Here's Daniels. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Into the lane, and Clutch gets it to go. Clutch has got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Daniels. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Pass to Rizachet. Back to Young. Six on the shot clock. And it's Bone with the rebound.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Young. Picked up by Okongwu. From downtown, it's rebounded by Los Angeles. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
The 3 is up. And A-Train gets it to go. A-Train's gotten his second bucket.
I just love the ball movement.
Outside Young. Pass to Johnson. Here's Rizachet. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by Clutch. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. It's good. A-Train's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Timeout. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Here's Okongwu. Here's A-Train. Fleming grabs the miss. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
And the Hawks making a change here. Strus has checked in. Young looking over the floor. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Los Angeles leading by 9. With the drive, A-Train. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Fleming. Outside Strus. Just 5 to shoot. Throws it up high. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Young, the pass to Okongwu. And here's Strus. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's A-Train, following the score by Atlanta. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Wallace. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Fleming. And he banks in the layup.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Right wing. Here's A-Train. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Los Angeles with a 9. And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And the Lakers looking at who they've got. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fleming. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's A-Train. Daniels checked in for man. So it's Los Angeles now. They've got a 9-point lead. Pass to Bone. And there's a pick. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Covered by Johnson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 6.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Mamukelashvili. No made baskets yet. Here's Daniels. Out to the right wing. Mamukelashvili drains the triple. Mamukelashvili's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Here's Bone. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Risacher, he's checked in for Atlanta. Oh, they pick off the pass. And here comes the break. And the baseline jumper, no good. Hawks trail by 10. Pass to Strus. Deflected. And he jams it home with authority.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Here's Risacher. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Misses from close range.
Well, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
No good with a layup. The Hawks have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Pass to Fleming. Here's Daniels. Second chance effort. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Fleming's got 6.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's A-Train. He's got 9. Jacks up a 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Outside Strus. To the middle. Here's Risacher. Rebound, the Lakers. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Johnson.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Mamukelashvili's checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Strus, and so he makes both from the line.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Young, the pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Reeves.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
And they doubled up Doncic. Here's A-Train. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. A-Train's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Back to Young. Over James. Inside. It's Trae Young.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Here's Doncic. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And the Lakers lead by 16.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Young against James. Fires the 3. That is Trae's shot. The 3.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
A-Train passes to Doncic. Here's A-Train. He's got 14. And the 3 off target. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Well, now we have some time to check in. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
And where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better.
Seeing how things are. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to.
And welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. This Game 6 getting started. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 13-point game. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Risache in at the 3 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. Young misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Out to James. It's James on the wing. Doncic outside. Clock at 4. Hayes for 3. He can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Daniels passes to Young. Now here's Johnson. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Yeah, he's been hooping. But the rest of the team, not so much.
Here's Doncic. Luka! Get off me!
That's the weight room strength of Doncic right there. Fully displayed.
Hawks trail by 13. Here's Daniels. He has 6. Lets it go from 11. And Reeves pulls it down. The Lakers lead by 13. Here's A-Train. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. And let's take a look at the players leading the way in assists here in the postseason. Second, Trae Young.
I really admire how he seeks out his teammates. His selfless attitude and desire to get his guys going is what makes him such a valuable player.
Down low. Here's Risache. Off target at the rim.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
There's the triple. The rebound by Atlanta. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. To the inside. Back to Johnson. The 3 ball. Knocks it down from distance. Johnson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
What you say?
Wow.
My goodness.
Come on now.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And what a look. I mean, Young, a high-level passer.
Here's A-Train, covered by Johnson. There's a screen. The 3 is up. They get it back. Goes back up. Pass to A-Train. They shoot again. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Johnson on the wing. And it's the Lakers on the break. Bone with the bucket.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Here's Fleming. He's got 6. Right side, Young. Oh, Young with the power move.
Courageous play by Young. He goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Atlanta making a change here. Completely new group for the Lakers. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. "56 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Doncic outside. Fleming grabs a miss.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Check by James. Young against Doncic. 5 on the clock. Young misses.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he drops it first. And Atlanta making a change here. Daniels is checked in. Both free throws good from James. Hawks trail by 17. Here's Fleming. He has 6. Johnson a screen on Hachimura. Here's Fleming. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Los Angeles looking in total and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Rui Hachimura is out there with Hayes. Then there's James. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Doncic in at the small forward. Pass to Riza Shea. It's tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Some changes for Los Angeles.
Substitution on the play.
6 to shoot. Here's Fleming. Puts it up. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. The Lakers lead by 17. Here's Clutch. To the right side. From deep. The rebound by the Hawks. Fleming's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Here's Riza Shea. Here's the 3. No luck on that one.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
Here's A-Train. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Okongwu's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Doncic is checked in for Los Angeles. final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Fleming. Now Strus for three. He got a piece of it. Doncic outside. Here's Clutch, covered by Strus. From the arc. And Clutch gets it to go. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
Okongwu. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Strus. Los Angeles leading by 19. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Los Angeles, another three.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Los Angeles has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. With the crossover. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Johnson. First one falls for him. And so he hits both. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Inside. Oh, it's stolen away. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Doncic outside. Guarded by Okongwu. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bone. And he drops it in from the low post.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
From behind the arc. Rebounded by Daniels. Atlanta is shooting the ball at 46% from the floor.
And how about that? We've got an NBA Finals Game 7. The question is, will the momentum keep going for the Lakers?
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so they'll force this NBA Finals series to go to a Game 7. What an incredible showing from them tonight, refusing to go quietly.
I mean, this is what the Finals is all about. Two teams playing at their very best, and now they've got a little bit of extra fire carrying them into what should be a very exciting Game 7.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for A-Train.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Launches a three. And it's Young again missing. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Pass to Clutch. Here's Bone. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. 15 seconds left in the game. Here's Daniels. Guarded by Doncic. Back to Johnson. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. They're able to force a winner-take-all Game 7. They stave off elimination, and anyone can win this series now.
And really, they answered the call tonight. With their backs against the wall, they fought with passion, and their season continues.
Well, now a minute to... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. So Game 6, NBA Finals, now complete.
I think I'm gonna save Game 5, bro. I mean, I can't believe I lost Game 5, but I think I'm gonna play Game 7 later. Bro, we lost Game 5, chat. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy, bro. Bro, chat, this nigga really hit a fucking N1 3 ball on the nigga's grill. Like, look at the time of possession, bro. Look at this bullshit, nigga. Look at this game. You feel me? Chat, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Get to it. I'll be back for Game 7, though. Safety love, y'all.